Taftoon. This is the Taftoon. This is that beautiful bread. If you give me an option, I'd say the kubide has so much more meaty grain. You know, conceptually, the bati is such a wonderful dish, full of bloody ghee. So I'm going to have the prawn by itself, the curry by itself like this. The sweetness of the prawn. This episode is the story about a road that starts all the way from Kabul in Afghanistan and goes all the way down to Chittagong in Bangladesh. It's called the Grand Trunk Road, built by Sher Shah Suri. What is special about this road is that this road travels through some of the greatest food stops and food cities that we have in India, all the way from the north to Bengal. This is the road that started the highway dhaba culture. And we're heading to a restaurant called Taftoon in BKC, Mumbai. A restaurant which immortalizes this Grand Trunk Road. And we're going to taste all the food starting from Kabul all the way down to Chittagong. But before that, let's meet Pankaj Gupta and ask him ke khane mein kya hai. So as I said, I've always wanted to travel on the Grand Trunk Road, and what better way to travel on this wonderful road than in Taftoon in BKC, Mumbai. With me is Pankaj Gupta, who was the brain behind this place, the thought process, and why you started Taftoon, and why did you choose the Grand Trunk Road as your inspiration?
Nice. So the idea was to, break that stereotype that comes along with North Indian food. Primarily when you ask North Indian food, your thought process ends at butter chicken tikka masala, and God knows some dish called gel frizzy and all of that. So, and I like, this is not the real India. Let's show the real India. Now, real India is big. Now, North India is like literally 5 countries in itself, and how do you cover that in one concept, right? I knew there's a road that goes along. We call it the National Highway 1 today, the NH1. But it's also called the Grand Trunk Road, the Sher Shah Road.
Right? Rebuilt it, yes.
The roads that gave the dhaba culture to the world, right? So it begins from...
So is that true? That road is which created the whole dhaba culture that we have today in India?
Yeah. All the truck art that you see, there's also part of truck art actually. Yeah, all the truck art that you see is comes from GT Road. GT Road gave us the dhaba culture.
So the Grand Trunk Road starts at Kabul, and then
crosses into India through Pakistan, and then Haryana, Punjab. Delhi actually cuts through Himalaya also, then comes down Delhi, Haryana, UP, Bengal, and then Chittagong. So if you see the road, it's a trunk, right? It's a trunk. Seed was sown, I knew I had to do something around this road, and I chose my cuisine, right? I said we'll do Bengali, we will do Avdi, we will do Afghani, and to some extent we'll do Kashmiri food. Now Kashmir has nothing to do with GT Road, but because it cuts so close to the Himalayan region, we'll do something around Kashmir also, because the idea was to do North India in its true form. And then I was like, what is one common thing that really binds the entire region? That I realized is the bread. Unlike
the bread,
South India, which is the rice culture.
Yeah.
Because the Persians came in and then they made Delhi their capital, right? And like, okay, the bread came in, and how bread binds the entire region, right from Afghanistan and Afghani naan to Zafran Bakar Khani to Sheermal, naan, kulcha. All of this is derivation of some sort of bread that must have come back in time. We found out that was Taftan, a bread called Taftan.
Taftan, yes.
Right. Another dialect today is Taftoon.
So Taftoon is named after the bread or from the...
It traces back to Afghanistan.
Okay.
Right? Kashmir had a beautiful adaptation of it because the Kashmir bakeries are insane.
Yes, absolutely.
Outstanding. I think
brilliant.
those bakeries can put any modern day bakeries to shame, in my opinion. Like let's bind the concept with a bread called Taftoon, and that's how the place came into existence.
I have been advised as I was walking into the restaurant that you have to try the Safed Ghost ki biryani.
No, absolutely. That is something that has stayed constant from day one. Some dishes have changed, but there are actually quite a few that have been stayed true since last 8 years. Safed Ghosh is actually one of the...
So, let's hit the table and attack the food and get onto this Grand Trunk Road ride.
1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chicken, Frankie's chicken in a minute.
Come together with Drenkies.
Before the food comes, इससे पहले के खाना आए, आप सब्सक्राइब करो. Please subscribe. Kia? No, I'm waiting for you. Kia? Okay, done. All the food is here. Literally from one part of the world to the other part of the world. Starting here from Afghanistan and Kabul, all the way to Bengal and Chittagong. Lao. Taftoon. This is the Taftoon. This is the Taftoon. Oh, and it's soft and mulayam. Okay, मैं शुरुआत करने वाला हूँ इससे, which is the Kandahari Kubide. It's like a seekh kebab, but it promises to be better than a seekh kebab. This is a battle that needs to be fought between the kakori and the kubide. If you give me an option, I'd say the kubide has so much more meaty grain. And I think the kubide may win. I want to introduce you to a dish which they say is from where the momos came, from where the dim sum came. This is a mantu. Mantu comes from Afghanistan, brought to the east by Genghis Khan. It's a dumpling, and this is the mother of the dim sum. And we believe it, the dim sum actually started, the mother of the dim sum started in Afghanistan and not in China. इसका जो लिफाफा है, the outside is gentle, thin, stuffed with keema inside. Got a lovely yogurt-based sauce. And the mantu's vegetarian cousin is Ashok. Okay, let's move this side to the Himalayas, to a harissa. And you know the harissa is meat which has been hammered till it becomes soft and stringy. Then it's cooked overnight with spices. And over here they've done it on flatbread. I think it's an interesting way of eating harissa. Instead of just eating it the meat by itself, on this flatbread, slightly crunchy, slightly crispy, and then the meat on top. Zafrani kursi kebab. Kursi because it's on a chair of rice. Very unusual. What's called? Rice. The kebab, of course, is beautifully spiced, nice and smoky. The rice is creamy and soft, nearly buttery. Silbatte ka soya with grilled chicken on top. This is like a hummus, but with soya bean. Grainier, with all the goodness of olives and grilled chicken. You know, the loveliness of this is the soya bean paste or the soya bean hummus carries so much of the flavor of the grilled chicken and the sauces that are oozing from this grilled chicken, the spices, little olives, microgreens on top, beautifully presented, Tigada prawns from Bengal. Prawns done three ways. There's a cracker, there's a prawn cracker, karandi, small shrimp done, and one big prawn on top. The spice, the masala also has prawns in it. Now I think we're moving towards the main course. I'm a sucker for breads and I have so many wonderful breads at this table. Let me start with the Peer Dhua Gosh. I'm just smiling looking at it only. A very interesting story about Peer Dhua Gosh.
When the Khansamas made food for the kings, right? A peer used to bless it, and that blessing actually had dhua, right? I mean, that's how you bless
That's how
food,
they,
right?
with that.
I was shocked. I would need more to know, but exactly they say the dhua culture in Lucknow came to existence because of that. Because peer dhua gosh, and gosh is the meat, right? I like wow. So the story adds, yeah. The
What a
story
lovely
adds.
story this is. Taftoon. This is the Taftoon. This is that beautiful bread. It's just beautiful. Very, very delicately spiced. A lot of sweetness because of the fried onion. I think this is done with minimal amount of masalas. Just beautiful meat cooked with all this lovely fried onion. Okay, now I'm going to try this lovely dark bungalow chicken recipe that has come from the dark bungalows that dotted the whole north in the days of the Brits. The perfect mixture of Indian and Western food, Anglo-Indian spices. This is dhokar dalna. Dhokar is like a dhoka.
We spoke about dokar dalna. Again, a fantastic dish comes out of Bengal. Dokar, as in over here, is a deception created by the because widows in Bengal, they weren't allowed to, enjoy the food that of normal people, like not allowed to eat meat, fish, and all. Right now, how do you keep a Bengali woman away from fish? Right. So what they did was they made these lentil patties, right, shaped in a form of fish cutlet.
Okay.
So it's basically meant to look like a mock meat, dokar dalna, but made of dalna, right?
Okay.
And it's a dish created for the widows.
1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute chicken. Frankie's chicken in a minute.
Come together with Drankies.
This I'm going to eat with the Radha Ballabi puri. It's a puri like a luchi stuffed with spices. Only the big tea is left to eat. We haven't exactly gone as per route, as in starting from Kabul and reaching Chittagong. We've zigzagged along the way, but what do? The food is also exciting and nice. And now from Bengal, I'm zigzagging back to Bihar, and this is bati choka. You know what bati is. Everyone knows what bati is. But this bati is eaten not with dal, but with chokha, which is this aloo ki sabzi. आलू बैंगन का भरते जैसा ही है ना. Conceptually, the bati is such a wonderful dish, full of bloody ghee, which is what makes it. This बैंगन का भरता, आलू बैंगन का भरता is delicious. I'm jumping back to Bengal. Fish, bekti. I love coconut. I like mustard. I love steamed things. This is unbelievable. Still in Bengal, we've got Bengal's famous chingdi malai curry here. And let me show you what is inside. Prawns. So I'm going to have the prawn by itself. The curry by itself like this. The sweetness of the prawn. Oh, coconut. Fresh, tender coconut. And I'm going to end this meal with two kinds of biryanis. One, Safed Gosht ki biryani. And the second is the Qatar ki biryani. This is the Safed Gosht ki biryani. And the key is to go straight for the ghost. You can see from the spices that it is not red masala or yellow masala. Lovely, soft, tender meat cooked in white masalas. No red chili powder. It's a moist, frugally spiced, fragrant biryani. Let me try the kathal ki biryani. And this parda you can actually eat. It's quite delicious. For those of you all who are vegetarian, you will definitely miss the mutton biryani. This kathal ki biryani is a perfect alternative. It's quite nice. Okay. On that note, I think we should have some dessert. What do you think? थोड़ा मीठा हो जाए? अरे बहुत खाना हो गया यार और मैं बोल रहा था मीठा नहीं चाहिए लेकिन इनकी मेहमान नवाजी ऐसी है कि मीठा के बिगर छोड़ते नहीं मुझे. इसलिए ये एक कुल्फी की टोकरी आ गई है. इसमें 3 टाइप की कुल्फियां हैं. एक मैंगो, एक कोकोनट और एक कैशू. और ये मेरी सबसे फेवरेट है रबड़ी. दिस इज लाइक एन ओल्ड फैशन कुल्फी वाला. यू नो ये क्यों ऐसे करके खुलता है, अभी खुलने दो फिर मैं बता रहा हूँ. बिकॉज दिस हीट्स अप द एजेस. This is one of the creamiest kulfis I've eaten. Mango. Now let's try the coconut. Coconut kulfi. My hands are frozen. बहुत ठंड है. कैशू कुल्फी. Caramelized rabdi. पहले तो रबड़ी है, फिर उसके ऊपर कैरमलाइज किया है. हाउ कैन इट बी बैड? So today's journey at Taftoon has been a very long journey. It started all the way in Kabul, ended at Chittagong in Bangladesh, and along the way, we've tasted all this wonderful food that is iconic on this route. Food that has literally left a stamp on the Indian culinary scene. और कैसे, अगर आपको ये एपिसोड अच्छा लगा तो प्लीज राइट टू अस, लिखिए, शेयर कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा और आते रहिए, खाते रहिए और पूछते रहिए खाने में क्या है. No, I'm good. I'm good. Thank you.